History often tells a simple story. The kingdoms fell, colonial governments rose, traditional authority weakened, modern institutions replaced older systems, the old world disappeared. At least, that is the story we are usually told. But living systems rarely disappear so easily. When a river is blocked, the water does not vanish. It finds another path. When a tree is cut down, seeds remain hidden in the soil. And when a civilization experiences disruption, its deepest patterns often move somewhere else. The visible structure may collapse. The invisible structure survives. The institution may disappear. The memory remains. The kingdom may fall. The code continues. Perhaps we have been looking in the wrong place. Perhaps the code never disappeared at all. Perhaps it simply changed vessels. And if that is true, then the most important question is no longer, what was lost? The question becomes, what was being preserved? If the old structures disappeared, how did the code survive? And perhaps more importantly, what exactly was being preserved? Before we ask where the code went, we must first ask what the code was. The code was not a religion, though religions carried it. The code was not a culture, though cultures expressed it. The code was not a language, though languages described it. The code was something deeper. A science of alignment, a way of organizing reality so that human beings could move closer to their highest purpose. The ancient teachers understood something profound. Human beings suffer when they become disconnected from reality, disconnected from themselves, disconnected from their ancestors, disconnected from community, disconnected from the Creator. The code existed to restore alignment, to reconnect what had become separated, to place each thing back into its proper relationship with everything else. This is why the same principles appear again and again throughout human history. Different names, different symbols, different stories, yet beneath them, the same pattern, the same architecture, the same code. The wisest among the ancients eventually faced a difficult question. How do you preserve wisdom beyond your own lifetime? How do you ensure that the truth survives war, conquest, migration, disaster, forgetting? The answer was ingenious. They did not preserve the code in only one place. They scattered it. Some was placed into ritual, some into custom, some into story, some into pilgrimage, some into sacred geography, some into songs, some into symbols, some into proverbs, some into initiation, some into families. Each vessel carried only part of the puzzle. Taken individually, they seemed ordinary, sometimes even insignificant, but together they formed a magnificent architecture of preservation, a distributed network of memory stretching across generations. The code hid itself in plain sight, waiting. Certain traditions speak of guardians, keepers of continuity, custodians of transmission. Among them are the Banabakulu, Basakimu, the great elders, the ancient ones, the keepers of the current. Whether understood literally, symbolically, spiritually, or psychologically, their purpose remains the same: to ensure that the code continues moving. According to these teachings, wisdom is not transmitted in only one way. Sometimes it comes through teachers, sometimes through ritual, sometimes through pilgrimage, sometimes through books, sometimes through suffering, sometimes through dreams, and sometimes through encounters that appear entirely ordinary. The initiate may not even know initiation has begun. Some people appear naturally receptive to the code. It is as though something inside them responds whenever truth appears. They may ignore the call, resist it, run from it. Yet eventually, a hunger emerges, a need to understand, a need to seek, a need to remember. Others discover the code through tradition, through ritual, through faith, through culture. They begin by following forms, but eventually discover the principles hidden beneath them. Different paths, same destination. The code teaches many ways: the symbolic language of dreams, the language of story, The language of ritual, the language of experience. Some claim they have encountered ancient teachers in dreams. Others speak of receiving insights they cannot explain. Many wake unable to remember what they learned. Yet when the moment arrives, they somehow know what to do. The code has already begun its work. The old structures changed. Kingdoms changed. Governments changed. Empires changed. Yet the code survived. Not because it was hidden, but because it was distributed, placed into countless vessels, carried by countless people, protected by memory, strengthened through ritual, renewed through pilgrimage, and transmitted from generation to generation. The question is no longer, did the code survive? The question is, if it is still moving among us today, how would we recognize it? Because every transmission begins somewhere. I am the biological altar. Welcome to the new series. If this video resonated with you, please subscribe, like, comment, and share with those ready to awaken.